So, we are obviously all very excited about Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. First reactions, great gameplay, great frame rate, great Pokemon, terrible rival. I mean, Nemona's cool and all as a person, but this whole pick the starter that's weak to mine situation, I'm just not feeling it. Now, normally I'd just frame this as being another weak rival, but my friend had a stroke of genius. We don't have to settle for another bad rival. We can be our own rivals. So as soon as we got to the first Union Link, I joined his world and we got to it. We sort of improvised it for this episode because I was recording anyways for another video that may or may not be dropping kinda soon. And so we just brought the 6 Pokemon that we had. Alright, this is how the battle went. What an absolute powerhouse of a team. I mean, we got Hoppit, Palmy, Fuecoco, Wiglet, Tarantula, Fido. And yeah, this is who Epiphany brought. So Epiphany led with Palmy and I led with Fuecoco and we got right down to business. He leads with a quick attack and I respond with a blast burn. Oh, it's just Ember? Well, I couldn't tell with how much damage I did. Blinded by my own fiery fury, I have a lapse of judgment realizing that any trainer, especially of Epiphany's caliber, would switch out here. So my next Ember is completely walled by his incoming Spanish Ducklet. At this point I want to get my Palmy in safely, so I pivot over to Fido thinking he'll be able to soak up some damage for me. But Epiphany is just too smart for my pea brain and decides to instead work up and raise his special attack, the little dickhead. Now at this point I'm like, I want to sack this ball of undercooked pastry anyway, so let me get a little lick in before I'm out. And since I'm a god at this game, I get the para. Absolutely calculated. Stop him in his tracks and get off another growl. He's not even a physical attacker, but I'm just high off the pair hacks. I don't give a f. That being said, Fido's work is done and it's time to bring out the next demon. I didn't actually know if Quaxly was part flying or not, so I sent out Hoppit, banking on some nice absorb damage. And the parrot hacks were clearly on my side because they kicked in not once, but twice in a row. Call it luck, I call it plot armor. Anyways, despite this Donald fuck over here not being a flying type yet, he apparently had a wing attack and that growl from earlier was not gonna stop it from sending my Hoppip to Lavender Tower. At this point it was time to bring some electric power to the fight, so I sent out Aiden Ross's ex expecting to get an easy revenge kill with a Thundershock. Little did I know I was facing Red himself as he decides to switch out into this absolute unit of a mon. Lechonk.
I'm Peppa Pig.
22.5 pounds of pure grease and bulkiness.
I don't get nervous, but I'm starting to get a bit shaky, you know?
This haram hog had me absolutely shook, but I didn't really have an answer for it, so I sent out this ugly ass yarn ball with legs. Left with 3 subpar moves, I had to get resourceful, string shotting and struggle bugging as I was returned with whips of the tail. Now I thought I had the upper hand here, but little did I know these tail whips were about to whip up a tackle with the force of a Giga Impact. I mean, I got rolled here. Down 3 Pokemon at this point, I am literally running out of answers. It was time for this piece of bacon to get cooked. Due to the sacrilegious undertones of cooking Lechonk with Ember, I decided to sing to the pig instead, to which again I was met with a tail whip. Epiphany switches to his little scatterbug, which is caught by my beautiful serenading voice. Ooh, yeah. An Ember finishes him off and Fletchling takes the stage. Fuecoco's my best mon, so I don't want him taking any sort of damage, so it's time for another noble sacrifice to be made in the form of the Wigster. He takes 2 quick attacks and leaves nothing in return except for his gooey, ooey, slimy, icky, wicky, gushy, wushy ability, lowering the Fletchling's speed as a parting gift. So now we're in a bit of a pickle. I got Palmy and Fuecoco versus the motherfucking Furious 5. So we send out Palmy and we get down to business. Now I really need a lot of big damage from this Thundershock, and it's super effective against the Fletchling, so I'm obviously gonna Oko. Yes! Get him out of here, yes! Now here it is, the mirror matchup. Now I'm not trying to fall victim to the opponent Palmy's static ability, but we just go back and forth with some thunder shots, quick attacks, and some more shit. And the mirror matchup is over. How is it possible that just not me, but both of us have brought this abomination of a bug to I gotta admit though, the struggle bug's secondary effect was put to good use, forcing my hand to switch to my advantage Fuecoco. Now surely at this point I learned my lesson and should have predicted the switch. Absolutely not. My Ember is yet again met with this aquatic asshole, leaving my Fuecoco one option to risk it all.
I'm a young black man, doing all that I can.
But it wasn't enough. Just as I'm ready to accept the showering demise that is Water Gun, Fuecoco and I were met with something unexpected. wing attack?
Bro's a misclick. Anyways.
Now that's not plot armor, I don't know what is, but ladies and gentlemen, we must simply take those. Now with the momentum on my side, tight shit, we hit him with one last round and started if the Quaxley. Yo, Nemona, you better be taking notes, my girl. I'm just saying, I'm trying to tell you. Now, yes sir, it's time for Foy Coco to cook. Tarantula, Ember, Lechonk, Ember, Palmy, Ember, okay, Ember, roar, my crocodile, there we go right there. Fletchling, Ember, ow, ow, Ember, yeah! And that's all she wrote, folks. A battle for the ages between myself and Epiphany. One they'll certainly be writing about in the history books, you know what I mean?
If you want this to be a series though, let us know down below. We're probably gonna do it anyways.
Okay, bye.